Overall feelings with the team right now, heading into the first Pac-12 games at home?
Uh, well, I think if you take a step back, you look at 13-5, and just came off an 8-game winning streak, and some good things happened in that streak, and um, I still have the taste of a loss in our mouth from the very last game, and had an opportunity to do something really special, sweep on the road, and thought the Cal Bears probably had something to do with it, but we looked like we came up a little flat, and I was disappointed in that. And on Tuesday when I first saw these guys, we broke down some areas that we need to address as far as improvement and consistency and different things like that. And there wasn't a lot of pats on the back from Coach Horton and the staff, and they're probably going, what's this guy want? And I just kind of explained that to them. And the teams that stop trying to get better and aren't humble and aren't hungry and are the teams that get lost in the wayside. And to be Pac-12 champions, is very special. So we need to shore up some of those things and stay hungry and stay humble. And the one characteristic of this team that's not a real positive so far is we have had a difficult time putting teams away. Within a game, we'll get a lead and kind of just hover and let the other team stay in the game. And sometimes the other team goes ahead and we have to recover from that. And then unfortunately we didn't take care of that series like I think we should have. And a hungry team gets after that. And again, no disrespect to Cal, but when you have the opportunity to sweep, you should try to sweep. So. But then, the positive side, a lot of good things. We're our strikeout to walk ratio, or making the most out of our opportunities. Our pitching staff's throwing a lot of strikes, and the strikeout to walk ratio on the mound is spectacular. And Coach Dietrich's already imposed a great difference in that aspect of our team. And we played better catch recently. So I think if you play catch and we pitch like we've been pitching, you got a chance to be in every single game. That's the objective.
Is it a positive maybe that you can try and convey a message of, hey, we need to be able to finish off these series with a loss, but you still get a series win, rather than maybe that wake-up call is something a little bit more severe in the context of the season? I don't know. Do you think about that at all, that maybe that could be a positive, that they get the message after just the one game?
Well, I hope so. The upperclassmen should share that with the younger guys. It's like, hey, would I take a road 2 out of 3 before it happened? Most likely, if you made me that deal. And depends on who the opponent is, probably. But there isn't any opponent you go, oh, this one's an easy one in the Pac-12. But then when you're sitting there 2-0, and then you let one, you show up flat or whatever that was. We didn't play very good offense. We pitched well enough to win. If you give up 4 runs on a Sunday in a day game at a place like Cal, that's an offensive ballpark, you have a chance to win, and we didn't do enough offensively. So, I hope my guys want more. I hope that's up to them, and we talk about it all the time, and I don't know what their real true reaction is to that. I hope they were disappointed.
What does a team like Washington present in the first home Pac-12 series of the season?
They've been a very tough opponent for us and everybody else. They mirror us. You look at the numbers, and their team batting average is about the same as ours, and they're the area that statistically they've done better in the 18 games that they've played is their fielding percentage is better. Their pitching, maybe we have a slight edge there, and I think our bullpen's a little bit deeper in experience, and they've got good starting pitching, and they're well coached. Coach Meggs and I go way back, and the area that they probably have an advantage with us, they've got a lot of upperclassmen in their lineup, guys that have been through the wars and played here before, and so I look forward to a very competitive, fine line series that most likely each game's going to be won and lost by 1 or 2 runs. That's the way I would predict it.
You mentioned that your team doesn't have as many upperclassmen as, say, Washington. How have you seen your freshmen and a lot of the new guys mature in the first month or so of the season as you get in the middle part of Pac-12 play?
I'm very impressed with the maturity with which they compete beyond their years, and they seem like they want to be in the batter's box. They want to be on defense with their gloves on, and they want to be towing that rubber. And it isn't what they say; it's what they do. And their statistics back that up. And we've put some guys in some prominent roles. Our 2 hitters are freshmen, our 4 hitters are freshmen. We're backup catchers are freshmen, our right fielders are freshmen, same guy, but our closers are freshmen. And those guys have, third baseman's been spectacular as a freshman. And I think we've got some guys on the bench that haven't even had a great opportunity to pitch or play that are screaming at us and they deserve to play. And that's out of performance, not because they're in our office. And I really like our freshman class, as you can tell.